and get back in this game.
Second and 6. Once more, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing here, Howell.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for an Eagles.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Eagles 14. Commanders.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
5-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And the Washington first down.
Powell.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Add another one to the total of Josh Sweat, who surprised many with a Pro Bowl season in 2021, but he certainly earned it, a career-high 11 sacks.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Howell.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington has taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Back to throw, Howell.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
This play is a thing of beauty when it... because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Howell going to audible to something else. But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Howell down to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
And Howell will throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Tanner Conner.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Chris Watkins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Commanders 26, Eagles 20.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
The man they call Scary Terry remains one of the best at taking the lid off of a defense. Not only a top 10 season in terms of yards, but he averaged over 15 a catch and was named to his long overdue first Pro Bowl.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Howell changing the play here. On second down, a run with Gibson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 2, here's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10, Howell. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Howell throwing on third down here.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be Eagles football, first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go play action with Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They'll try and sneak it.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see 2-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak for a 2-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, and they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulted. Those guys in the middle, though, they stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
Takes over 1st and 10
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
44-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders first down.
Now throwing on first down here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Howell going to go for it. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second down throw for Howell. Complete. It's Dotson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Washington.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Throwing is Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Hurts.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Back to throw. Howell working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Howell going to audible to something else.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Another throw for Howell.
And this is intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurebunom.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell.
And his throw is incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Charles,